Okay.
I wish you were interviewing me because you're good at this.
I'm decent. I was having a conversation earlier with a friend, and I said, I feel like people in the UK are way more attractive and have better style than America. And you guys have proven me right. I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, this is nice. Be proud of y'all fucking selves.
So, I have a question I really want to ask first because I don't know about everyone else, but the best moment of the Grammys was watching your face. You looked really surprised, and I think you got the best smile. And doesn't he have the best smile? Like really cheeky, chappy, like into no good. So tell us, what did you? I heard that you had a speech planned from when you were a kid with the Grammys. Did you? What happens when you get in under the lights? Do you go off script? Like how does it? What was the feeling?
I didn't have a speech, but I had points I was trying to make. But my mom was so excited that it threw me the fuck off. I didn't know she was coming on stage, so when I got on the mic and she hugged me, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And everyone was like, oh, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot the whole thing I was gonna say, but I got most of it out. It was just a list of people that I planned on thanking, and I got it out. Then they put the get the fuck off the stage music up, and I had no idea. It was nice though.
You know, this being about fashion, I think we have to talk about your outfits that night. I was particularly impressed with the red carpet look. It was pretty major. What was the inspiration?
Just some LaFleur shit. Like, I travel a lot, and I really fuck with the bellboys that be at the hotels. And aside from the suit for Igor, one of the other options was to dress as a bellboy for the whole thing. But I never went through with it, and I just had it laying at the house. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna wear this on the red carpet because it matched the pink and red I was wearing on stage and the other LaFleur striped polo I wore. And I made a trunk. So I was like, fuck it, I'll wear the whole thing. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just put the outfit I'm wearing later in the trunk and just go all out gross and extra with it. And people liked it. Nigga, yes.
Can everyone see us? This is cuter. This is cuter. I feel like relaxed.
They can see us our back.
So what was the rest of that like? What was the rest of that night like? Like did you go crazy and go party?
It was cool. It was all right. So when I won the award, they were like, "Okay, come this way," and I went through this weird back door on stage, and like, I'm not with Jasper. I don't know where the fuck my mom went. I have 2 security guards. Bill, the guy who's always with me, was not with me. So the other one was with me, but like, he's just secondary. Like, I don't really know the nigga like that, right? So this moment just happened, and I'm not with anyone that I'm usually with. So I'm like, where the fuck's everyone's at? And they're like, okay, come back here. Like, we're gonna like talk to a few magazines or whatever, and then you'll be out. So we go back there. We do this one section of like press. All right, cool, whatever. And I'm like, bro, where's my friends? Where the fuck is Clancy? Like, I just won this shit and I have nobody to hug. Like, this is weird. We go to this other room and it's almost like this. It's like 30 people there. They all have computers. Each person is paired up with another person. One person types, the other one talks and comes up to a mic and they ask questions. And that's the video that came out where I'm in the red and pink polo just talking. I didn't know that they were filming. I thought that they were just typing shit out and the quote would come out in the magazine. So if you look, my body language is fucking annoyed because people just keep asking me fucking questions and I don't know where none of my niggas are, bro. So that was not that fun, honestly.
That sounds pretty scary.
And then I didn't know they was filming it. Nigga, we get in the car 13 minutes later and that shit is all on the fucking internet and now everybody think I'm some motherfucking hero and shit.
Where is Mom at this point?
Bro, I don't know where anyone is. They were all at the trailer, though. We went back there, and it was like, oh, my God. And I was like, okay, let's go.
Well, I mean, that was my big burning question. I have many more, but I don't want to hog the mic because I feel like...
No, you do that.
Okay, we can do questions later. Okay, I'm gonna stay. This has been an epic year for you. Like, how are you feeling now? I mean, a year ago, would you have imagined to see yourself up there? Like, what's the feeling like? Yeah.
Like, I'm grateful, but I ain't one of them niggas like, oh, my God. Like, I know I'm tight. I know that I'm dummy talented. I'm cute as fuck. Like, I know all that. And it took me time to figure a lot of, like, shit out and get to that point, but I knew all that was going to happen. And I'm excited for the next 10 years because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing, but it'll definitely be something sick. So, but finally getting up there and being recognized for, like, the shit I put out that's in context of everything that's out and that's popping, like, that shit felt fucking tight. That's why I was fully excited. But honestly, and I told all my friends and stuff, I was like, the Grammy, I'm excited to win, cool, whatever, but executing that performance was all I gave a fuck about because they don't let shit like that on a platform like that, and they let me do an album cut. Like, I didn't do Earthquake or I Think or the single. I did a fucking album cut. I did number 6 off that album, and they let me do it, and my goal was to fucking drive a bus through that fucking Grammy stage, and that got executed, and that got talked more than mostly everything. And I didn't want to do a good performance. Everyone wants to do a good performance that everyone will like. I wanted to say, oh, this is what the fuck I think is tight at 120%, and now it's history.
I mean, I've seen you perform. I've seen you perform songs on that album a few times now, and each time you get up there, it's like magic. Like, what point? Like, looking back, you know, at what point did you feel like I'm in it? I'm Igor. I'm there. Like, you know, in this whole process, like.
So, Taco. I call him Travis, but for those who don't know, Taco. Here and there, when I would perform, my little idiosyncrasies, like my personal little dance moves or just my little shit for certain songs for the past few years, like it would be glimpses of them. And he would always tell me, like, nigga, go full alien. Like, stop, hold it, just go full alien. So I would be like, all right, I'm going to show my green skin. That's what I would tell him. And then when it was time for Igor, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just go 100%. And that's how I dance. That's my shit. That's really me. And again, the fact that people fuck with it was like, oh, all right, cool. So, yeah.
I mean, sometimes I wonder, when you create an alter ego, do you imagine, like, what Igor would eat for breakfast? Do you imagine, like, where he lives? Like, how do you, like, put Igor down?
It don't get that deep, but, like... It don't get that deep, but for visual shit aesthetically, like, you know, I'm not going to have this idea of a person or character in a fucking Lamborghini. Like, you know, that fits more in a Rolls Royce and in a nice, gaudy, Italian-looking house like this. So, like, you got to make sure everything clicks, but I don't go that deep unless it's fully needed for a shot or something.
And take us back to when you started putting that album together and what the sort of first thread of the first kind of kernel of, like, the idea that you had.
That whole album is just rough drafts, honestly. At one point I wanted to make a dance album, so I made I Think, and then I was like reteaching myself how to write songs, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna write a song with 25 words or less. So that's how Earthquake came about. And I was like, I want to make a simple beat, like no crazy drums and bridges everywhere. Like, let me make something super simple. So that's why Earthquake came. And then I wanted to make something that was like fucking really just hard dick, just So that's when New Magic Wand came. And then Boyfriend is a song that's on like the physical copies. I was like, I just want to make just kind of the rock shit that I grew up listening to, but with the pretty pretty chords and stuff. So that's that. And then after 3 weeks, I had like 5 or 6 song ideas that was like, whoa, oh shit. Then you kind of know what sound you're going at because that's the pocket I'm in. And then the album was basically done in like 2 months. And then I spent a year and a half perfecting it.
What, like, you know, as a writer, I'm always reading people describe your sound. Like, does it seem weird to read other people's, you know, what they think? And do you think about it in terms of words, or is it a mood, or how does that work?
Everyone takes it differently, pause. Everyone takes it differently. But yeah, sometimes it's weird because some niggas just don't be on the same page. But I appreciate it because it puts in context that like some people just have different ears. Like some people didn't grow up with the music that I grew up with, so they don't understand why I made that stylistic choice. So some people are like, ugh, I don't like it, or oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, bro, that's just Mary J. Blige in 93. It's not that crazy. But it's always interesting to watch how people react to something I hold so close to me, whether negative or positive. So that's one thing I take from that.
And how does the process of making music like differ from your process of making fashion?
It's no different. You just make what you like and then dive 100% into it. And even if no one likes it, you fucking, that's your bitch and you ride with it. And then you move the fuck on.
Okay, so top 5 likes right now, because I know it sort of changes in stuff that you like in fashion.
Pink, slacks, afros, gold teeth, and shorts. I love shorts to death, but it's too cold to wear them. But I want to put my shorts on so bad.
What about tights? You could wear tights.
That's not for me, but you do your fucking thing.
Okay, dislikes. Fashion, no-nos. Absolute no-nos.
For me personally, the sellout world, meaning like everything doesn't have to sell out. Like it's kind of cool when shit is just there. But I think a lot of brands like put 10 things up so then it sells out just so they could say it did, rather than like, no, we actually just made 500 and it sold out. Like it's a whole world. The resale shit is kind of getting gross now. Like it was a thing, but now it's like, dude, why is that even on that website? Those are used boxers. What else don't I like? I fucking hate everything, honestly. But I try not to even say it, but yeah, I don't know. I fucking hate, and it sucks if anyone in here is wearing them. I hate like the sweats where they stop here.
I have some of
those. And then niggas wear them with shoes that aren't running shoes. So then they just look like Bieber. And they fucking sag here like they're heavy. Y'all know what pants I'm talking about? They just look like they stink all the time. Like your dick automatically sweats when you put them on. Sorry.
I appreciate your honesty. So, I love these pictures behind us, and I know that you've been working with Converse for a while now. How did it all come about? Like, how did this come about, this Converse collab?
So, I was working on a shoe, and I'm going to tell y'all now, working on a shoe is really difficult when you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And you don't want to take as much time as you do with other stuff to figure that shit out. So we was working on a shoe and, you know, back and forth, getting samples, blah, blah, blah. A photo of the sample got posted on the internet, which I fucking hate because people are like, I want this, but that shit is trash. And it wasn't right, but it was cool to see the idea. And it's like, okay, we'll figure it out. We'll do different souls and shit. So a big homie of mine was like, yo, how's the shoe shit going? And I'm like, it's going decent, figuring it out. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm okay with learning on the way. He's like, I'm going to put you in contact with somebody that I'm friends with who's in the shoe business. I know you're doing your own thing, but he could probably point you to the right factories, the right people, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, just so you could get more information. I'm like, cool. While that's happening, Clancy knew someone who was also at the same company that he was talking about, and they were old friends. They used to kiss and all that shit. And we ended up having a meeting, putting me in contact with the Converse guys. It was Tim, Julian, and Paul Middleman. We had met, whoop-de-whoop, showed them what's going on. They were like, this is fucking gross. I'm like, nigga, I know, I need your help. They sent me some 1 stars, and I was like, oh, I actually really like this shoe. I just never knew where to get this fucking shoe because it's fucking nowhere. And they was like, fuck, well, we need help putting these places. And I'm like, nigga, I need help with a shoe. So basically we kissed and got married, helped each other out, and it's been great ever since. They kind of let me do what the fuck I want, and I really appreciate it. Where the fuck is Tim? I love you, motherfucker. And Lindsay. And Pharrell was the guy that hooked that stuff up. He always looks out for me. So, again, that's my guy.
I mean, I think people probably don't realize like just how hands-on. I love the fact that all the little details, all the things, and you're very, very specific. But my question is, when you're so specific down to details and you like everything done a certain way, how do you let go when you've got so many things going on? Like, what does that process look like?
You don't. You kind of don't let go, because then you'll have regrets. You make your fucking choices and you stick to them. And again, sometimes it's push and pull, but I'm specific with the shit. It's a certain way I like stuff, and I think that's why 10 years I'm still like, it's still like, oh, it's more, because I'm so specific, and it's nothing that I really regret because I made that decision right then and there. Like, this is how it is. And I don't get FOMO, and I'm okay with saying no. Like, you can't buy me. Like, for example, an offer came in for something today. And I was like, no, I've always said they could not pay me enough to do that. Finally, someone was like, hey, how about this? And I was like, that is a lot of money. No, you fucking suck. So I think always keeping that and being 100% honest leads me to a very stress-free life. And also I have no regrets.
None.
I have one that I can remember, and I didn't see Pharrell at Coachella weekend 2.
Fair. Well, can we talk about Camp Flognaw? What was the experience like for you this year?
At Flognaw? Yeah. Oh, that shit was fucking tight. Stress-free, easy as fuck. Drake got booed. I was like... It was a glitch in the Matrix. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I killed my performance.
Yes.
No one got fucking hurt. Everything was great. It was tight.
And how did it start? Because I feel like it didn't start as a festival, right? It started as something else. For
those who don't know, y'all probably heard me say this story 1,000 times, but...
Sorry.
It's, so I was putting Goblin out. This is 2011. Me and Clancy was like, yo, let's have a carnival or like a few rides on Fairfax where I grew up hanging out at. Shut it down, we'll have rides, whatever, whoop-de-doo. That's the album release party. The city said no. So I was like, fuck, okay, cool. We basically was like, fuck it, let's just start our own thing, go get a parking lot and do it there. And then the rest was history.
I mean, I know your references are all over the place and generally come from outer space, but going to LA and actually going to the festival makes me feel reminds me just what's happening there and how it feels like there's a real vibe there, and so much about the way that you think about color and style like comes from like just the sensory experience of being in LA. Like what does living in LA mean for you, and like how does it influence your creative process?
I didn't realize it till I was older. And I think a lot of people don't realize, or they probably do and I'm stupid, but your surroundings do play a part in your taste and things like that. So I remember maybe fall, winter 2014 golf when I put out some swim trunks. And I remember getting comments from people saying, "Why the fuck are you putting out swim trunks in December, you idiot?" And I'm like, looking out my window like, because it's fucking hot. Are you dumb? Meanwhile, I'm so caught up in my bubble that I don't realize they're from Minnesota. And it's fucking freezing out there, but I'm never around snow. So when I'm making clothes, yeah, I'll make shorts because the sun's going to be out in December. And I didn't realize where I grew up plays such a part into even how I make clothes. Even like the sun always being out and it's always so bright and saturated all the time. That probably has a reason why I like super bright saturated colors and pinks and blues, and why aesthetically I love mountains and riding bikes and shit, because that's all I know. And it's probably obvious to everyone else, but my dumb ass didn't realize it till last week.
And shit.
And like I know a lot of people in London don't drive. Like that's fucking weird to me, because niggas be 15 back home getting their permit to drive. So like my love of cars come from always seeing them. You're in LA, so you walk down the street and see a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something. So I was kind of always around it. So that also plays part into like shit like that too.
Top 5 cars? I don't know anything about cars, but I trust you.
That's a weird question. But
okay, next that one.
Right now, LaFerrari, Lancia Delta. I want this Fiat 151. I can't find it though. I love the Rolls-Royce Cullinan and my E30 M3. That's my favorite car.
Oh, I don't know what that looks like. But
and I saw a Pantera about 2 weeks ago, and it was really beautiful. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's okay.
So what is a fun, productive day like look like for you? Like, what does that look like?
Wake up.
What time?
I usually wake up at 7 a.m. Go sit in my sauna for like 15 minutes because I like to sweat. Shower. Get on my bike. Ride to a meeting or ride to the office. Work on stuff there. Have Vil come. He picks me up. Put my bike in the pickup truck. Go eat. Go to the studio. Work on a few ideas. Leave there by 8:30. Go home. I'm asleep by 10. Oh, well, the nigga said a productive day, nigga. Now, if we want to get into details, nigga, watch the sunset, send some dick pics, like... I've also only done that once. It's sketchy, dude. Don't... You be thinking your phone gonna get hacked and shit. I be waking up in the middle of the night in cold sweats.
Okay, so what turns you on?
Sweaters. Okay. And I'm fully okay with saying this out loud. So because I want to ask all my friends everyone has a kink. And 98% of people will never publicly let people know what it is. Some people like feet. Well, I like feet, but that's not a kink. Some people like getting like their knees spit on and like, but like weird shit, right? Like, I like his clothes and aesthetic, so like it's like, no, like keep your clothes on. Like your silhouette is nice. Like I want to see the back of your cashmere sweater. Why you do that?
What do you think of all the like red carpet shenanigans and that sort of stuff? Like, yeah, I mean, your view of the fashion world is so, from the outside.
Red carpet's cool. I think it's silly when people wear clothes that aren't theirs just for the red carpet so people could see them in clothes that's not there. And then when they take it off, they have to give it back to someone. It's like, just wear your shit. You look and you're stressing over this dress is by Gucci, but it's not mine. So you're lying because people will see you in these clothes, but it's not yours, but you want them to think it. It's so stupid. Just go in a T-shirt.
You tend to make everything you want. You're not a big shopper, or do you like shopping? I know you like handbags.
Yeah,
you had a good handbag.
I went through a fucking very, very deep phase of bags. It was dark.
This I can weigh in on.
I bought a lot of bags. I really liked them.
Favorites? Top 5.
All right,
the
nigga.
Chanel has to go in there.
Bro, I had this pink, velvet Chanel bag. Nigga, what? Y'all seen that shit? Nigga, what? It's like light pink, this velvet. Oh, that bitch is crazy. I like trunks. I love a good trunk. Jesus Christ. It varies. I like bags. Like a nice bag. I think backpacks are gross after the age of 23. Like, if you ain't a college student or, like, going on a hike, take that shit off. Get you a nice bag or trunk or something. Like, if you got a beard and you have a fucking backpack, what are you doing? You have facial hair, bro.
I mean, you're still pretty young. Is there anything on your bucket list that you haven't done, or people that you haven't worked with? I feel like you work with everybody, but, like, what's on your bucket list?
One, I haven't. Two, bucket list, I don't know. Have fun, stay stress-free, fucking be healthy, don't look gross, because a lot of niggas my age are fucking disgusting. Like, niggas hit 24 and just, what happened? I don't know. And I see it all the time. So to all my young niggas in here, do not get gross. I don't know what that means for you, but do not let yourself go. Because, like, I be meeting rappers and, damn, people look up to you, bro, like you're ashy. Like, niggas be stinking and, like, oh.
Other life lessons. I'm into this. I need to write these down.
Just be on top of your shit. That's not even a life lesson. Niggas should wake up and want to be on top of their shit. Like, and niggas, get your nails done, bro.
See, this is why
Niggas be shaking my hand with fucking dark ass fingernails with dirt and like, bro, come on, nigga. Fuck. How old are you? When you get your, this nigga lying about his age. It's cool if you snuck, look, if you snuck in, you're not getting kicked out. It's fine, I won't let it happen. Just when you get to a certain age, getting manicures and shit is important because niggas be out here looking disgusting. That's beautiful, nigga. I love calling white people nigga. It just shows how far we've come as humans.
I'm waiting for your nail polish line. I actually don't. I'm very English. I'm very crappy. I don't get my nails. I guess people get their nails now, but when I don't know.
And it feels good, just a lady just massaging your hand, and
it does.
It's nice.
Well, you make a lot of stuff. Like, what has been most exciting about? I mean, what else do you want to create?
I don't know. Everything. I don't know. I just like making shit. I don't know. Tomorrow I might be like, let's make chicken. I don't fucking know.
Okay, how do you feel about asking questions from the audience, or how are you feeling?
Let's do. Okay, hold on.
How do we do this?
We could do like 15.
Okay, that's a lot.
Well,
Let's see how we
I'm
go.
here.
Let's see how
I
we
don't know when
go.
the fuck I'm coming back.
15.
Like, give the people what the fuck they want.
Okay. All right. I like that. I'm into this. Okay.
What English? I really love Brit funk. The shit that was going on in the '80s, whether it's Freeze or Level 42 and Savannah, and even what Sade was doing, it was just it was such a crazy.
That has
moment.
to happen, please.
It was a crazy moment in music in the UK in the '80s with like white kids making like black music that I don't think gets even mentioned at all. So when you get a chance, just look it up. And all that shit paved the way for the end result to me to be what Jamiroquai did. So like when you get a chance, just look that shit up because that shit is. So I didn't even know that was a thing really until I start like kicking it more with like the punk kids like that was around and shit. And they told me that's what it was. And I was like, oh, cool and sick. And like, I don't be out here saying it, but like, I just never wanted to drink. It's just something that didn't interest me. And don't get me wrong, like, I've been high twice in my life. When I was 17, I smoked weed and I was like, this is not fun. And then the New Year's going into 2010 at Sid's studio, I had a small piece of weed brownie because I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, we're here. I'm not going to die. And that made me say, I will never do this again. Because I think everyone, at least weed or something, try it. Like, you never know. Some people thrive off of it. But that shit's just definitely not for me. And for whoever it is for, like, do your thing. But I have a addictive personality, like where I wear the same outfit for a month and a half type shit. So me being aware of that, if I ended up liking alcohol or some shit, it would be the fucking downfall of me because I would need it. And I'm in a financial place where I can enable it myself. And I don't ever want to be that guy. So I'm off it. I don't even look at it. Plus, I don't want to do it. It's just, nigga, you drunk? You stink. And then, like, you see people like, I regret what I said. Like, but then it's like, okay, one, don't blame it on the alcohol, you bitch. Like, you're a pussy. And two, maybe that's what you actually wanted to say, but you're too much of a bitch to actually be honest. And I don't ever want to rely on alcohol to be that guy. Like, I'd rather just tell you sober and look you in the eye and not regret it, so. So he's a god, so I don't think anything would impress him, but maybe probably Enjoy Right Now Today because that has 3 different chord progressions throughout the whole thing, and I think at least one of those will catch his ear. I think the last one though, because it's very inner visions, like the pocket that I popped off with it. So yeah. Oh no, nigga, I have 20/20 vision, nigga. I'm just trying to be cute. I'm just trying some different shit. I don't need them motherfuckers. I appreciate it, and I'm happy that I could make something where people give a fuck about, like on that level, because again, like I was the 12-year-old on nerd fan sites, like geeking out, but sometimes I think it could be, it's weird, it's tiers to it, like sometimes you have the people who's been there for 6 years and then they're really mean to the kids who just got into it. And it's like, nigga, you not special. Like, stop. Like, don't do that. Like, put them on the new shit. Like, and then you do have the people who, I like this one song I heard, so let me just, so I can understand, like, bro, this is shit that I love. You're new. Why are you being like this? And that's all I have to say. I think that's it. Oh, if you wanted them, stop choking y'all motherfucking shoes all the time. with the fucking shoes. They be fucking choking them and shit. And I'm like, bro, you fucking the shoe up. Loosen it up. You gonna fucking trip, bro. That's my only note. Honestly, I think I was with Clancy and I just started laughing like, ha ha ha, that bitch is mad. And then I was like, oh, okay. How did you celebrate it? Oh, your dad one of them Brexit niggas, huh? It's usually instantly, like, when I hear the beat, it's like, this is where I envision it played, or the tone, or how the voice should sound on it, and that kind of dictates the visuals. And then I add lyrics to it based on that. So then it kind of stays in the same vein, like, yeah. Like for I Fucking Hate You, when I made it, it was just the instrumental. I was like, oh, this sounds like a very wonky doll trying to live in a real world. And then when I wrote the lyrics, I just made that concept fits into what the song was about, and then it worked out from there. 9 times out of 10, they're pink. Nigga. Pause. I don't know. I think that, to me personally, I'm not right, I'm not wrong, it's just me. I think that concept is kind of outdated, and that's kind of why I started doing the video thing, showing the clothes, because I'm like, okay, you're gonna spend all this money, all this time, stressing, going gray, like, for 7 minutes of people who barely give a fuck or just want to be seen there so they could post on Instagram to make people think that they're killing it, right? For the shit to maybe not even be perfect. Fly all these people out, crazy expenses, all of this shit, right? Renting a spot out, that shit is expensive, bro. And again, to Chanel or Louis Vuitton, it doesn't matter. But overall, just the concept. So you're spending all this bread, stressing, trying to make it perfect, blah, blah, blah. And what's the end result? If you wanted to look at Blukey's last fashion show runway thing, right? Where would you go to see it? The internet, YouTube, right? So that's where it's gonna end up. So I'm like, okay, I could fly people out if I need them to LA or wherever the fuck. I could film it in the place that I want the clothes to live in, the world that I actually wanted to live in. I could get the angles, I could add music, all of that shit, color it how I want. But I could get details on the clothing that a lot of people miss based on the runway because it's so quick and whoop-de-doop and the lighting's weird. And save money based on the fact that it's gonna end up literally at the same place where Chanel, Louis, everyone's thing is gonna be. I could control the shit, whoop-de-doop, I could pay my friends different rates, all because I'm not following the shit that they've been doing, which has been working for 40 years. I think it's important to realize, oh, that worked for them, but I don't have to do it that way. I think you could create a new blueprint for whatever you're doing, and that's probably why I'll never do runway shit. It's this park called...
Regent's Park.
Where's the park where the squirrel nigga ran up my leg?
Regent's Park.
Do you live there? Fuck. That park is really nice. Y'all parks are, and again, look, y'all got cobblestone road, streets that's too small for vehicles. It's buildings every fucking road. Like, it's always gray. But y'all fucking parks, bro. Like, I hope y'all don't take them shits for granted, because the parks back home in LA are fucking trash. A fucking squirrel walked up to me, asked me how I was doing. I said, nigga, I'm good. Where did you learn English? He said, never mind that. I like your jacket. Ran up my leg, touched the fabric and said, this is good quality, and left. I've never. It's a photo. It's like photo number 15 down on my Instagram. A fucking squirrel. It was the craziest shit. Then a fucking duck took a bite of my ice cream, bro. Nigga just walked up, looked at me. I'm like, is he robbing me? I gave it to him. He ate it and was like, thanks, and walked off. I swear, I'm not making this up. A fucking bumblebee landed on that same leg and just go on my Instagram when y'all leave. I'm not fucking lying, bro. Remember the bird niggas? Remember the bird niggas? Listen, do not take y'all parks for granted. They're fucking beautiful. Ooh, awkward.
Yes. Yeah.
Nah, not really much. Like, I'll come across some shit here and there, but like the consistency, it's not like an artist I'm into. But my friend Coops, who runs Stray Rats, he was playing that in the car. So he was like, why don't you ever do covers of songs? I'm like, nigga, I don't know, because I can't sing. He was like, all right, whatever. He played that shit, and I was like, yo, I'm covering this tonight. And he was like, yeah, right. Did that shit that night, and like, now it's that. Yeah, them kids are sick. Like, the Motherland kids are, where? Where them niggas at? Oh, them niggas shy. Well, them kids, Coops from Stray Rats showed me those kids like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And, you know, being from the States, I barely know what the fuck is going on in the next state over. So I was oblivious to anything outside of that for the most part. But he showed me them kids, and I'm like, oh, it's shit really popping like out there that we don't know about. So that's one of the things I fuck with. And I definitely got to get out there just because, like, in the 70s, it was so much psychedelic rock and funk being made by these young black kids that, again, a lot of people don't know, whether it's witch or like whatever. So my goal is to get out there. I thought about it. Like, I really thought about it. Like, let's go to New York or London, and like, it will be very successful, but it's something about keeping something in one place and home base and making it special there. So, because I like the idea of people leaving their comfort zone and traveling and getting a passport. So when it's something like that in LA and it's some kid in butt fuck nowhere, that gives them like the fucking blood rush in the, okay, I gotta get a passport, or I gotta figure out how to get a plane ticket, or really figure it out to come to LA for that. And yeah, they go to the Camp Flog Gnaw show and other that, but them unlocking their head like, oh, I wanted to do this and I fully figured it out when I had nothing, allows them to approach things from that point on in the different ways. And that's shit that I'm really into. So I think for the most part, I'm gonna keep it in Los Angeles. Plus, I don't want to be like Rolling Loud at all. I love, since a child, I love really romantic songs. Like, that's my favorite shit. But what was that? Christmas 2003. That's when I got that album, and it's been, so Khalees's second album never came out in America. It only came out in the UK in like physical. It was weird. So I was waiting a few years for some new Khalees Neptune stuff. So when Tasty came out, like, I had her Milkshake, Protect My Heart was cool. But then I got to that song, and it was everything that I wanted in a new collaboration for them. And I was 12 at the time. So like, my ears were fucking fresh and just wanted anything like that. And yeah, that's a song that I wish I wrote. And it reminds me of like a Stevie Wonder B-side, like a rough draft he didn't finish. And yeah, I'm happy to know you like that song. That's one of the greatest songs to me ever. It's Sugar Honey Iced Tea by Khalees, if y'all don't know what it is.
Yes.
I mentioned that in See You Again. That's how much I love that song. Okay, I'll go to Petco, grab a hamster or a bird. Like, I need a pet of some sort with me. I'll go steal a LaFerrari if I could find one. And I would probably drive home and go to sleep. I suck, dude. I'm sorry. I get sleepy really early, and I'm sorry. Damn, I feel like that answer was underwhelming, but it's the truth. But at least I'll have a hamster. I don't do videos for legal purposes, but I'll sit right here and you could take a photo of me staring at you. One, founder. Two, I'll talk to you after this. Don't leave. You don't. I kind of just, nigga, that's what it is. Like, I've been rapping, like, I just been recording new little rap songs, just rapping, like, just straight rapping. And it's kind of fun just rapping about what's happening in your life, whether in detail, like, oh, this sweater's pink, or I drove this, or I ate this specific food. That's so fucking cool to me when it's like not even trying to be cool. Like, I loved when Jay and Wayne and Lupe would rap about like super specific random shit they were doing that wasn't a punchline or sounded swag, because it gives you insight on what they do when no one's around. Like, this is the tea that they're drinking, or this and that. That shit's really cool. So to that point, I'm always honest, but I've been even more honest recently in like very, very detailed ways that when it comes out, people will probably think it's trash, but I think it's so tight because it's actually my life to a fucking T. It's tight. I don't know. I just know. Like, I know what the end goal and the end result is, and when it's nothing else to add or tweak or take out, it's like, oh, it's done. It's kind of, you just got to know. I don't know. That's a weird question. It's one of those things I don't think humans can explain yet. Probably new magic wand. That shit is like, it's hard and it's annoying and energetic and like, what the fuck is that? But then that middle part just has those chords that I keep talking about, but that's the shit I grew up listening to that feeds my soul. And then it has a weird structure, but it works. And I love songs where people sing, so I sing on it. And I love when niggas rap in weird pockets with energy, and I do that at the end. So I think that song has every element that I think I'm decent at in one. And then I perfected that. And that's another reason why I performed it at the Grammys. Because when I made it, I was like, I need the world to hear this shit. I'm not like into it, but like sometimes you'll read some shit and be like, oh, that's me. But sometimes that shit be vague and it make people feel good. But then sometimes it's like so on point that you just be like, what the fuck? But I'm a Pisces. What, do we have something in common? I wouldn't think I'm weird. Are you a tippy toe walker? I walk on my tippy toes when I wake up. I don't like my heel touching the ground. Just everywhere, but my mom told me I've been like that since a child. I thought that was a Pisces thing, but I guess we don't have anything in common. Oh. I kind of fuck with that question. I was making a beat the other day, and I started with like chords and melody first, and someone was like, you don't start with the drums first? And I was like, I don't know, it depends. Like, and I didn't know that a lot of people do start with like shit like that from first. And I never honestly thought about it, but I guess it just comes from how it feels and the feeling of it. Like, I was playing so for Igor's theme, it was literally just the chords or whatever that I was just fucking with. And I just had them in the back of my mind, and I never had nothing to go with it. I found that drum break, and I'm like, oh, this shit is hard. Put that on, was like, oh, added that to it, added the synth and stuff. And when I make music, I don't just think about how it sounds in headphones. I think about how it sounds in a car, And overall, I think about it how it goes at a show. A show is the most important thing for me. So when I made Igor's theme, I put that long ass intro because I wanted to set up the album for like to get people's attention, and two, I knew at the shows I was gonna have that bitch be 1:10 just to hold niggas' attention, because I think our whole, and I'm guilty of it, our whole generation, we don't just be paying attention to shit like this. So I made sure at the shows I stand there for fucking 3 minutes and don't move just to get people's attention. And I wanted to implement shit like that throughout the whole fucking album. And it gets people's attention. Even the 444 count on, I think, for like, what's this countdown? And then these fucking drums coming. It's like, what is this? So, I don't know. That was a good question. Everyone here is great. I'm fucking out of here. Thank you.
Okay, everybody smile.